You've identified the goals for which you want to invest your money. The goals can be your V goals, that is your joint goals that you have together, or they can be me goals, that is goals which are specifically for any one of the two spouses. Either ways, after you identify your goals, the next step is you go ahead and do your risk profiling and understand the path you want to take to achieve these goals. With both these variables identified, you would need to move to the final step of actually investing your money based on your goals and based on your risk profile. To help you understand this better, let's move back to our Tamasha couple. If you look at the portfolio of the Tamasha couple, you see that Tara has a total savings of 37.3 lakhs, whereas Ved has a total savings of 7.7 lakhs. While Tara has invested most of her savings in FDs and EPF and a large chunk of it lies in her savings account, she also has a certain amount invested in gold. Whereas Ved has invested a small portion of his money in his PPF account and the rest of it lies in equity mutual funds and shares. When the Tamasha couple sat down and worked on what are the goals that they want to achieve, they could identify one goal that Tara wanted to buy a car and that was classified as a short-term goal, whereas becoming financially independent was the joint goal that they could identify for the long term. Since Tara has an immediate need to buy a car, what she can do is she can use the money lying in her savings account to fund her goal of buying the car, for which she wants to set aside an amount of 10 lakh rupees. Given that there aren't any tax benefits associated with buying a car on a loan, and it is a depreciating asset, it would make sense for her to use her money which is lying in the savings account and fund her goal of buying the car. You can take a pause and use the goal setting tool which has been attached in this section, which will help you set your goals and also identify the amount of money that you need to allocate to achieve these goals depending on whether they are short-term or long-term goals. Continuing with the Tamasha couple, the second goal that they could identify is that of becoming financially free. For this, they use our retirement tool goal, which will help you identify how much money you need to set aside to be able to achieve your retirement goal, or what is today popularly known as a goal of financial freedom. So when Tara and Ved plug in their numbers in the retirement tool, they realize that if they want to retire at the age of 60, they would need to retire with a corpus of 18.45 crores, and given that they are currently 33 years of age, they will be able to achieve this goal by putting aside a monthly investment of 54,000 rupees each month. But since Tara and Ved have a much higher monthly surplus and they do not have any other goal for which they want to put aside money, they rework their retirement goal and realize that if they target to retire at the age of 50, they can do so by putting aside an amount of 1.55 lakhs each month towards their retirement goal, and at the age of 50, they can retire with a corpus of 12.68 crores. While looking at the numbers, Tara and Ved get super excited because they realize that being financially free by the age of 50 is actually a very realistic goal for them, and if they're able to focus their attention towards this goal and put aside their savings consciously towards the goal of becoming financially free, they would be able to retire 10 years before the society norm of retiring at the age of 60. That's why it's rightly said that money is an opportunity for couples to reach unity in their marriage. When couples work together, they can achieve anything. Now that Tara and Ved have identified their goals, the next step is how they should reshuffle their portfolio to align them with their goals. If you look at their portfolio, they have a total invested value of 45 lakhs. They set aside an amount of 9 lakhs for any emergencies that may crop up and set aside another 10 lakhs for the car that Tara wanted to buy for herself. They are left with a total saving of 26 lakhs, which can be allocated towards their goal of becoming financially free. This amount of 26 lakhs is currently allocated between debt and equity in a manner that 18.8 lakhs is invested in debt, 6.2 lakhs in equity and 1 lakh in gold. They need to reshuffle this portfolio to align it with their risk profile of being a growth profile, for which they need to sell debt worth 11 lakh of rupees and use that money to increase their allocation in equity by 10.7 lakhs and increase their allocation in gold by 30,000. Once they reshuffle the portfolio, this is what their portfolio will look like, where 16.9 lakhs is invested in equity, 7.8 lakhs in debt, and 1.3 lakhs in gold. Once they are done reshuffling their existing portfolio, the next thing is to look at their monthly investments. Their total savings of 1.2 lakhs each month can be bifurcated between debt, equity, and gold in proportion of their risk profile, which is 30% for debt, 65% for equity, and 5% for gold. 2 points to be noted here. One, Tara and Ved are able to put aside 1.2 lakhs today, whereas they need an amount of 1.55 lakhs to achieve their retirement goal or the goal to be financially free by the age of 50. They know that over a period of time, if they increase their savings on a regular basis, in spite of starting off with 1.2 lakhs today, an increase in savings on a regular basis will help them achieve the goal of being financially free at the age of 50. Second point to note is that either both of them save 40% of their income respectively, wherein Tara lands up saving 1 lakh rupees a month and Ved saves 20,000 each month, or if they want to be a tax efficient couple and merge their finances and minimize the outflow of taxes for them as a couple together, then Ved can look to save 100% of his income, which is INR 50,000, and Tara reduces her savings and contributes completely towards the expenses, resulting in her savings being 70,000 per month and Ved contributing to 50,000, and total as a couple they are able to put aside 1,20,000 each month to meet their goal to be financially free. From the Tamasha couple, if we move to the K3G couple, we find that their investments are more sorted in terms of the fact that Rahul is currently invested about 10 lakh of his money in debt and 4.5 lakhs is invested in PPF accounts, whereas 15 lakhs of his money is invested into equity mutual funds. Since Rahul is the sole earner of the family, all investments are in his name and he actually does not have any investments in the name of Anjali. What Rahul can do to make Anjali feel more secure is that he must add Anjali as a second holder in all his investments, be it debt or equity. He must have Anjali as a second holder in all his investments and in his bank accounts as well. Given that Rahul is the sole earner, and if as a couple they decide that he will still want to invest some portion of his savings in the name of Anjali, he can still go ahead and do that, so that some investments are with Rahul as a first holder and Anjali as second, whereas a balanced part of the investments are with Anjali as the first holder and Rahul as the second. If that makes Anjali feel more secure, he can opt for that, but he must be aware that whatever investment he is doing in the name of his wife, he continues to be solely responsible for paying the taxes on those investments. Whatever income is earned from those investments, it will go ahead and get clubbed with the income of Rahul. So the K3G couple can decide between them as to what makes them more comfortable, whether Anjali is added as a second holder in all the investments of Rahul, or some of the investments are done in the name of Anjali as the first holder. Either ways, they choose that particular option which will allow them to get onto the path of wealth creation and have a very smooth journey all the way along.